Duet Night Abyss was one of the most anticipated upcoming gacha games of 2025 until they decided out of nowhere they were going to remove the gacha. At least the gacha from the characters and the weapons, not necessarily from the cosmetics or anything else. Now, for most people, that means that Duet Night Abyss is not effectively a gacha game. I totally understand that. But even without gacha, Duet Night Abyss is still one of the most anticipated releases of not only October 2025, but 2025 in general. And they just made an announcement, a confirmation, a reveal that has left a lot of people in a state of shock, awe, surprise, that has absolutely silenced all haters. Before we get into exactly what that is, have you joined the Gacha Hub, the biggest, best gacha community over on Twitter? Because if you haven't, then you should. Duet Night Abyss made this tweet on the 23rd of October at exactly 10 p.m. It has gotten 166,900 views. Duet Night Abyss, 15 million global pre-registrations reached. 15 million. Now, when you compare that to Wuthering Waves, to Zenless Zone Zero, sure, I think both hit like 30 to 40 million. This is half of that. I'm sure that numbers are going to continue to increase over the course of the next few days leading up to the launch. But for a game not as anticipated as either of those, this is pretty damn significant. The wasteland has its end. The promised sun will rise as it always has. Do you see it? The thread pulling you forward is the very first ray of dawn. All milestone rewards are now unlocked. Thank you, Fox Hunters, for your unwavering support. After the global launch of Duet Night Abyss, the following rewards will be distributed via in-game mail. 20 pristine hourglasses. I think, if I recall, those were the items used for the actual gacha. So I wonder how they're going to be implemented and what they're going to be used for. I don't recall that ever being detailed. If any of you guys know, could you let me know down in the comment section below, because I'd love to know. Unless, of course, they're just going to use them for cosmetics. I don't know if they've revealed this at any point. I know they are holding a live stream, I think, like in the next 24 hours. So maybe they'll detail it there, but at least as of right now, I have absolutely no idea what the pristine hourglasses are for. Looks like the stream actually happens at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. So I'm going to be asleep at 7 a.m., but this video goes live at like approximately 9 a.m. What this means is if anything is revealed or detailed in that stream, well, I guess I'm gonna have to cover it in a follow-up one. So I guess expect at least 2 more Duet Night Abyss videos coming over the course of the next few days. One detailing all the events of the live stream, and then another one at release. The Berenica character, the Dragon of Fantasy Liu Liu, the Posture Trapped in Bed Commission Manual 2x5, Iridescent Dice x6, and 50,000 coins. You can pre-register right now. Here's the artwork for the 15 million accomplishment. They opted to use all the white-haired characters. I get it. Like, the thematically, it fits very well. The 28th of October, global launch, Beyond the Limits. All characters and weapons are free to unlock. Now, I will point out on the 18th of October, so it was only, what, like 6 days ago, they were at 13.6 million. So in the last 6 days, they've accumulated over 1.5 or approximately 1.5 million pre-registered players. That's pretty nasty. That's actually quite significant. Navigating on over to their website, you can pre-order on the App Store, Google Play Store, Epic Game Store, or on Steam. I know a lot of you guys are going to be playing on Steam. I'm going to be playing on Steam. It does not have the date here, though. Is this not going to be a simultaneous launch onto Steam? That'd be a missed opportunity, honestly. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. The pre-registration rewards are here. So this is, yeah, you see, like, I'm looking at that and I see the pristine hourglass and I'm like, but what is that even used for? And beyond that, like, I see Berenica was there for the 10 million still, but she doesn't need to be there because you would have gotten her anyway. So it just, I'm not entirely sure what this is for, other than potentially just the cosmetic gacha. And then there are the character. Wait, there are factions on the sidebar now. Wait, I swear this never used to be here. Okay, I guess I'm gonna look at them. Berenica, she was in the betas that I played. Then there's Outsider. I don't recall. I remember him being in the story. I don't remember him being a playable character. Maybe he was. I don't remember. I remember meeting him in like the back alleys in the street, and he was a very cool character, but I don't remember being able to play as him. I remember being able to play as like the big dude in like the black or purple armor. I remember him being there. I think there were 2 guys in the beta. Or no, wait, I think there was 1 guy in the beta. My memory is failing me. Okay, Sybil. She is absolutely incredible looking. And so by the way, some of these voice actors are actually shared with the Wuthering Waves voice actors. That's very cool. Len looks incredible. Rhythm. She was not a character that I got to play in the beta, at least in the beta I played. So I will preface this by saying I did not play the final beta of the game because I played like the first 2 or 3. And at that juncture, I was like, I don't need to play the final one. I've played enough to know what the game is. So some of these characters may have been available in the final beta. I'm not going to claim they weren't. They were not in the version or any of the versions that I played, but she looks incredible and those guys could kill. She is adorable. She's like a librarian or something. Super cute character. And then there's Child from Genshin Impact. He looks freaking sick, dude. And then she was always very distracting for me. There were no jiggle physics in the game from what I recall either, but that was very sad. Then the Elysian Church, which is just Phoebe. The Republic of Luca. I loved Rebecca. She was a little dirty too from her voice lines. Then there was Tabitha. I never really a fan of Tabitha. There's Fuchsia. She's, you know, very cute character. Wait, no affiliation. Okay, Psyche was very cool as a character. She was one that could fly. Then there's Fina. She actually was not in the beta that I played. She's a very cute character though. Fantasio. He was not in the beta I played. No, he was not. But goddamn, he looks cool, man. He looks very cool. Then we have Lady Niffle. Oh my god, she looks so good. It was so good. Then we have Margie, who looks so good. She like wearing those cowgirl shorts, man. And then Yale and Oliver. So I think he's a guy, right? Peter Piker picked a peck of pickled peppers. It's Peter. Yeah. So that's very interesting. I don't know what happened to the dude in the purple though. It doesn't look like he's here. Did they just decide to remove him from the list of playable characters, or is he just, I don't know, that's very bizarre. But either way, this game has broken any expectations that players had, that people had, achieving 15 million pre-registered players. This is more than any other, and again, like I know this isn't a character gacha game, but up until this point it was. So I mean, I'm still going to compare it to other gacha games because for all intents and purposes it is a gacha quality game, which is not a deterrent or a detriment to it, but this is actually a lot more popular than almost any other upcoming gacha game. So kudos to them. They've done incredibly. I can't wait to see what they do and where they go from here. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.